Hey everyone, it's Jacqueline for Pixie Dust PhD, and in today's video we'll be doing a little bit of a niche topic around Disney Vacation Club. In the Fast Facts series where I'm going over all of your basic need-to-know information about the various home resorts located at Walt Disney World, I am trying to remember to include the various square footage of the villas. However, if villa size is particularly important to you, you may want to be able to easily compare the various home resorts based on villa size. That comparison's a little bit hard to do when watching all the Fast Facts home resort videos, so in today's video we are going to go ahead and list all of the villa sizes for the various home resorts at Walt Disney World for Disney Vacation Club, and we will be ranking them. Stay tuned. Before we get started, I want to extend my thanks to you for being here. Whether you're a new viewer or a loyal viewer and subscriber, I really appreciate you. If you do enjoy information-packed, detail-oriented videos, please do check out other videos on my channel and consider subscribing. Ring the bell icon to receive notifications whenever I post new videos. And if you find this or any other videos on the channel that you check out helpful, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button to like the video. Similar to my Disney Vacation Club inventory video, this is a little niche and it's not something you necessarily need to know. However, villa sizes may absolutely influence your decision of where to stay or where to buy as a home resort. Therefore, in this video, I'm trying to present this information on villa sizes in an easily understandable and digestible manner. We will be focusing only on those home resorts at Walt Disney World, and also all of this information is sourced from external sites, so not from Disney Vacation Club directly. As always, I will leave links in the description below. Occasionally, there are discrepancies between various external websites on the square footage of certain villas. When that was the case, I went with the square footage number that I found listed most frequently. Ultimately, this niche Disney Vacation Club topic may be interesting to you because really not all villas are built the same, and there is quite a range in square footage. If you have a larger travel party or you simply just want more space to spread out while you're on vacation, this certainly could help you pick your resort. Whether that be for purchasing a home resort or just staying, if that's on your own points, rented points, or on the cash rate, I hope you find this helpful. We will begin by breaking things down by villa size, so let's start with the studios. The smallest studios are really their own class. It's those tower studios over at the Riviera Resort. These only sleep 2 people and come in at 255 square feet. Next, unsurprisingly, we have value rooms over at the Animal Kingdom Villas. These are all located on the Jumbo House side of things, and they are sort of their own separate category, a value category that does cost less points because they are smaller rooms. In 12th, we have these studios at Copper Creek. And in 11th, we have the studios at Bay Lake Tower. For all intents and purposes, these are essentially the same square footage. You're not really going to notice a difference. Next, and this is the smallest of what I would consider the average range of studio size for Disney Vacation Club, is Saratoga Springs, coming in at around 355 square feet. Nearly identical to that, we have Boulder Ridge and Beach Club at 356 square feet. Also, in practical terms, feeling the same is the Boardwalk, coming in at 359 square feet. Standard deluxe studios over at Animal Kingdom Villas on the Jumbo House side are 365 square feet, so quite a lot bigger than those value rooms. And on the Kidani side of Animal Kingdom Villas, it's basically the same. Personally, I think ranks 5 through 10 are going to feel about the same to you. Yes, they do span about a 10 square foot difference in the room, and that might be slightly noticeable, but generally speaking, in my opinion, I think you're going to find the same amount of feel of how big the room is at all of these resorts. Moving into the top 4, we have the Grand Floridian coming in at 374 square feet. This is the first studio I would say will actually start to feel a little bit roomy. Old Key West is third at 390 square feet. And now we start to get to studio villas that feel quite big. The deluxe studios at the Riviera Resort, so those proper deluxe studios, not the small tower studios meant for 2 people, but the standard studios, are 423 square feet big. And then those studios at the Polynesian are 447 square feet. Discounting the value rooms at Animal Kingdom Villas, as well as those tower studios in Riviera, you can see within the ranks that there's over 100 square feet difference between the smallest and the largest studios. Most of them, however, are in that 350 to 360 square foot range. Next, we have 1 bedrooms. In last place, again, are those value rooms over at the Animal Kingdom at 629 square feet. Copper Creek 1 bedrooms come in at 675 square feet. 1 bedrooms at the Boardwalk are about 712 square feet, and 1 bedrooms over at Saratoga Springs are very close to that at 714 square feet. The Beach Club villas will also feel similarly, in my opinion, at 719 square feet. Same with those Jumbo House Animal Kingdom villas at 720 square feet. 6th, we have Boulder Ridge at 727 square feet. So between ranks 6 and 10, you have a spread of about 15 square feet. Personally, I call these 1-bedroom villas at the resorts ranked 6 through 10 essentially average-sized feeling. Under 600 feet for a 1-bedroom feels a little small to me, especially if you want to have several adults in there. And by pure rank wise, of course, this is not average. These would be below average, but I don't think you would feel too squished in any of these places. Ranks 5 and up start to feel a little bit larger, and we make quite a jump in square feet. Bay Lake Tower comes in at 5th with 803 square feet. So that's over 70 square feet different from rank 6. As discussed in the Animal Kingdom Villas Fast Facts video, the differences in room size between Kidani and Jumbo can be significant, and this is a clear example. Kidani Village one bedrooms are about 807 square feet and are ranked fourth. Coming in at third, we have the Riviera Resort at 813 square feet. Next, we have another jump in total square feet, although not as dramatic as this previous one, but in second, we have the Grand Floridian coming in at 844 square feet. Personally, I believe that once you get to about 30 square feet, you can actually really feel the difference in the room size. Finally, the largest one-bedroom villas are over at Old Key West. I don't think that's a surprise to any DVC fans, and those come in at over 1,000 square feet. That's a massive jump. If you really value space and you're looking to book one bedrooms, Old Key West may be a great option for you. And similarly, if you're used to staying in one bedrooms at Old Key West, probably every other resort is going to feel absurdly small to you. Next, we have the two bedrooms, and as you may have guessed, Animal Kingdom Value Villas come in last place at only 945 square feet. For context, as we just saw, that's actually smaller than one bedrooms over at Old Key West. Standard Copper Creek two bedrooms come in at around 1,051 square feet. And next, which is 12th on the list, is Saratoga Springs coming in at 1,070 square feet. Just 1 square foot larger, totaling 1,071 square feet, are those two bedrooms at the Boardwalk. Ranks 9 and 10 are 1,075 square feet, so still very similar to Boardwalk and Saratoga Springs, and that is going to be Beach Club as well as Jambo House at the Animal Kingdom Villas. 8th is Boulder Ridge, which is situated in 1,093 square feet. 7th, we have those bungalows over at the Polynesian Resort if you have that many points for Disney Vacation Club that you want to spend, and those are 2-bedroom accommodations, although they are those really beautiful overwater bungalows, and they come in at just under 1,100 square feet. So thus far of these ranks, 7 through 14, most of these are what I would consider standard 2-bedroom rooms, that is ranks 8 through 13. Those Bora Bora bungalows at the Polynesian, as well as the value rooms over at Animal Kingdom Villas, are sort of in a class of their own. The difference in size between ranks 8 and 13 is about 30 square feet. However, ranks 9 through 12 are really only about 5 square feet difference, and essentially these are going to feel absolutely the same. Moving on to the top half of the list. Bay Lake Tower comes in at number 6 at 1,152 square feet. Number 5 is those Kidani Village villas at 1,173 square feet. Next, we have sort of a special type of room. These are those cabins over at the Copper Creek, and those break 1,200 square feet. These are 2-bedroom accommodations, but again, I would consider those sort of in a class of their own. But if you want to splurge and spend the points, but maybe not quite as many as a bungalow, the cabins at Copper Creek may be a good deal for you. Moving back to standard 2 bedrooms, next we have the Grand Floridian coming in at 1,232 square feet. Coming in second by size of the 2-bedroom villas for Walt Disney World Disney Vacation Club home resorts is the Riviera Resort coming in at 1,246 square feet. And just like the 1 bedrooms, we have Old Key West coming in at first. The 2 bedrooms at Old Key West clock in at almost 1,400 square feet. So again, there's quite a big jump between Old Key West and all the other resorts. And overall, for 2-bedroom villas, there is quite a large spread in terms of difference of square footage between the top ranks and the bottom ranks. Lastly, we have 3-bedroom Grand Villa accommodations. Many Disney Vacation Club home resorts do not even have Grand Villas, so this is going to be a smaller list with only 10 total options. In last, we have the tree houses over at Saratoga Springs. Again, I would consider this sort of a special type of room that maybe should be in its own category, but they are 3-bedroom accommodations. These tree houses come in at under 1,100 square feet, and they manage to pack 3 bedrooms into that space. If you recall from the discussion just prior to this about the 2-bedroom home resort accommodations, many 2 bedrooms are actually larger than these 3-bedroom tree houses. It's certainly a unique experience, though. Of what I would consider these standard Grand Villas and not a special category like the tree houses, in last place we have Bay Lake Tower coming in at just over 2,000 square feet. Next is Saratoga Springs at just over 2,100 square feet. About 30 square feet bigger than that, next is the villas over at the Boardwalk coming in at 2,142 square feet. The first Grand Villas to break 2,200 square feet are those over at the Animal Kingdom Villas on the Kidani Village side. 3-bedroom accommodations over at Copper Creek measure to be about 2,237 square feet. Putting the tree houses aside for a second, you can see that in the bottom half of this list between these resorts, there is already a 200 square foot difference. If you are looking for space to spread out in, which if you're renting a Grand Villa, I think might be the case, the square footage really may impact your decision. On to the top half of the list. In fourth, we have the Animal Kingdom Villas on the Jambo House side coming in at 2,349 square feet. Third is Old Key West at 2,375 square feet. Breaking 2,500 square feet at 2,530 square feet, we have the Riviera Resort. And finally, the largest 3-bedroom accommodations for Disney Vacation Club home resorts located at Walt Disney World are those Grand Floridian Grand Villas coming in at 2,800 square feet. Now, these lists have been great if you want to compare resorts within a single villa category. However, I know a lot of folks bounce between different villa types. Maybe you book studios when you're just traveling with your partner, and you book 1 or 2 bedrooms if you're traveling with your extended family. Therefore, let's go ahead and look resort by resort at the ranks as well as the square footage. First up, we have the Jambo House side of the Animal Kingdom Villas. Unsurprisingly, those value category rooms, rank-wise, come in close to dead last every time as they are very small, and that's why they're value category. Of note, there are no value grand villas. Jumbo house villas are going to feel fairly average size throughout most of the villa categories, with the exception of those grand villas, which are on the larger end. On the Kidani Village side of Animal Kingdom villas, again, it's going to feel relatively average in most of the villa categories. When comparing to Jumbo House, those studios through 2 bedrooms are a little bit bigger on the Kidani Village side. And in contrast, the 3-bedroom accommodations on Kidani are a little bit smaller than those on the Jumbo side. There are no grand villas at the Beach Club, and all the other accommodations are going to come in a little bit low on the ranks. Overall, these tend to be a little bit on the small side. Bay Lake Tower offers all of the accommodation sizes and generally is going to feel either average or small. Studios and grand villas here are definitely on the small end. Like Beach Club, Boulder Ridge does not have grand villas, and the other accommodations are going to be a little bit on the small end. These aren't dead last in ranks by any means. However, you will be able to feel a difference in larger accommodation sizes at some of the other resort options. Boardwalk offers all of the accommodation sizes and again is going to be average to small feeling. The Copper Creek villas for these studios to 2-bedroom accommodations are going to feel on the small size. However, those grand villas are actually relatively roomy. Grand villas here are average rank, but coming in at over 2,200 square feet, I hope you will have enough room to spread out. If you want to splurge for a Copper Creek cabin, which is a 2-bedroom accommodation, that will feel pretty dang spacious. If you're looking for a resort where all of the accommodation sizes are not only available, but also very large, Old Key West might be your winner here. Old Key West is not number 1 in every accommodation size, but generally speaking, these are very spacious rooms. The Polynesian only offers studios and those Bora Bora bungalows, which are 2-bedroom accommodations. There are no 1-bedrooms and no grand villas. The studios here are absolutely massive, coming in at almost 450 square feet. The size of those bungalows is pretty average. It's nothing to write home about. But if you're going to rent one of these bungalows, it's really for the experience of being on that lake and having those Magic Kingdom views, not to have all of the space in the world. The Riviera Resort, which for now is the newest Disney Vacation Club property at Walt Disney World, does pretty well in the ranks. Those tower studios are tiny and in my opinion, absolutely abysmal, but all of the standard rooms, so your normal deluxe studios all the way through your Grand Villa 3-bedroom accommodations, are pretty spacious. All of the accommodations at Saratoga Springs come in at the bottom of the pack. Saratoga Springs contracts are often highly regarded for the value in terms of the price you pay, your initial price, as well as the amount of points that you need to stay. However, if you do choose to use your points to stay here, you may be sacrificing some space in order for that other value. Like Old Key West, villas at the Grand Floridian are also all highly ranked. The lowest rank we have here is 4th, and those are for those studios. If you're looking for a truly luxurious stay and you're fine with splurging, those 3-bedroom Grand Villa accommodations coming in at 2,800 square feet at the Grand Floridian sure are a dream. Back to comparing all the resorts to each other in a more digestible format, let's look first at studios. You can see the Polynesian, Old Key West, and Riviera Resort for those standard deluxe studios are all the largest. The 2 smallest, of course, are the Tower Studios over at Riviera, as well as the value accommodations at Animal Kingdom. Of standard deluxe studios, though, you're going to feel the most cramped at Bay Lake Tower, Copper Creek, and Saratoga Springs. Moving on to 1-bedrooms, again, Old Key West and Riviera come in at rather large accommodations. In 3rd place this time, we have the Grand Floridian. And on the small side of things, again, we have those value rooms at Animal Kingdom and then the standard 1-bedrooms at Copper Creek and Saratoga Springs Resort. Another one that may feel small to you in the 1-bedroom category is Boardwalk Villas. For 2-bedroom accommodations, we have the same top 3 winners, although in a different order. Again, that's Old Key West, the Grand Floridian, and Riviera Resort. And we've got the value rooms at Animal Kingdom Villas, Saratoga Springs, the Boardwalk, and Copper Creek on bottom. For the 3-bedroom Grand Villa accommodations, there are less resorts to choose from. However, we can still rank them and have a top and bottom. On top, coming in at the largest again is Old Key West, the Grand Floridian, and the Riviera Resort. The crowd on the bottom is a little bit different this time with the addition of Bay Lake Tower. And then we have familiar players at the bottom over the Boardwalk Villas as well as at Saratoga Springs Resort, both the standard Grand Villas as well as those treehouse accommodations. So all in all, if villa size matters to you, the winners here really are Old Key West, the Riviera Resort, and the Grand Floridian. And the losers across all of the villa sizes are going to be the Boardwalk, Copper Creek, as well as Saratoga Springs. How do you feel about villa sizes? Do these factor into your decisions at all? And were you surprised to see the spread of the total square feet between some of the resorts? I know I certainly was. Of course, colloquially, we all know Old Key West is huge, but comparing it directly to all of the other resorts really makes it stand out. And even if we take Old Key West out of the running, there is still quite a big spread for some of the villa categories. I can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you want to chat about any other niche or general Disney Vacation Club topics or Walt Disney World, really anything Disney, you can find me in the comments on YouTube, or you can also find me on Instagram and Twitter at PixieDustPhD. Interacting with you all is one of my favorite parts of doing this and really is what makes it worth it. I genuinely do love to hear your thoughts. When I decided to make Bay Lake Tower my home resort, I did know that the studios were small. However, I find it really interesting that the 1-bedrooms are actually pretty average or maybe even a little big. Maybe every few trips we can splurge and get a 1-bedroom instead. I hope the rest of your day is absolutely magical, and we'll see you real soon at Pixie Does PhD.